There's not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Georgia's offense is on the field for the first time today. The Dogs able to hunker down and get out with a close win the last time they saw the Gators.
Yeah, and anytime you get a win in Jacksonville, anytime you beat Florida, it's a success. It doesn't matter if it's by 100 or if it's by 1. Georgia fans know how much this means to them, and so do these players.
Yeah, you know, they call this game the world's largest cocktail party. The energy in the stands is just completely different. That's something David and I obviously have experienced before. And after that Georgia win last year, man, those Bulldog fans, they stuck around. They were here in Jacksonville, hanging out at the stadium, enjoying it all through the night. They've been enjoying it all year, and they're hoping to order some more adult beverages after this one, too.
Nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catch them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Back to pass. It's Lanier. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the 1st down.
I love the aggressive nature. They told us coming into this game they were just going to let everything go. And here we are in the first drive of the game. They line up in the punt formation, and they fake it. Not just that, they pick it up, and this drive is staying alive. I love it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much. A little bit too eager here on the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. And he... through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Gators will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Lanier. Got it set up on the outside. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And some room to work. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They want to run this quarterback. Inside the 35. Gashing the deal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got... Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab for a big play. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The 1st down for the offense. Trying play action. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Soft spot in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fakes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Are forced to settle for 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn answered the bell away from the Rent today with an impressive victory. The Huskies knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He'll pull it down. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Creates a little room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Lanier. Got his man quickly. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Dogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Spillman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw it again. It's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerhawk here in Week 10. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That pass is incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game. So pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give them time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Makes the grab outside. It's Williams. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the tight end. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Lanier. Here's the pressure. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring play.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
When they first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Took a shot as he threw. Just threw that one way too far.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Southern Miss.
Looking for a man. It's Lanier. Now improvising. On the move, he fires.
We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Wants to go up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. This time it's complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Irwin. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Irwin. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Lanier. Using his feet to buy time. He's got him. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Ryan's his big tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Now he's going to break the pocket. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Using his feet. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Looking downfield, it's Lanier. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. The official says no good. Guys, if the field goal wasn't good, but hey, 19, it's a pretty good lead. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Gets it out quickly. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Finds a man in the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That defensive front was a stone wall on second down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
On the option. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
The Gators moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Working on the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Irwin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Lanier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down.